What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode on the Nerdy Volume podcast, y'all. And today we're going to have a conversation, all right? We're going to be talking about where would you want to go? You could be anywhere. Fiction, nonfiction, doesn't matter. And you didn't have to worry about expenses.
Heck yeah.
Let's chat. So, you guys want to go? Huh?
Can I go to Pluto?
The Rock? Ooh.
Dang.
Was that a burn for the planet?
Nah,
Dang,
it's
bro.
the
Was that a
asteroid.
burn?
The asteroid.
Messed up.
Who are we humans not to be able to call Pluto a planet, right?
Right. Dang it.
It's a plan.
Yeah.
It's not even. It's not even.
Get it? No?
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. I thought it was good.
one,
Yeah.
It's horrible,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay, no, it was horribly amazing is what
Yeah,
you
no,
meant to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. But minus the horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's messed up. But anyway.
I want to start this. I want to start the conversation off as: would you want to live off the grid, like off the
Yes.
grid, meaning, no, like you're just going to fully unplug for a year, fully unplug
Nope.
for a year, no technology whatsoever, and you're just given whatever is given to you, like nature, like the ocean, the roads that's in front of you. The rain or whatever, like the beautiful scenery or whatever. You're not gonna be able to capture anything of it because you don't have your phone because you're unplugged.
Yeah, we're old though.
Yeah,
We grew up without Wi-Fi. We grew up without our own phones. We did have television, so today's television would be out, right? But we did play outside.
We did play outside. We did.
So
At least I did.
here's a question to what you're saying. Are we alone? Or do we have friends or neighbors nearby?
Do I go with my wife? Can I bring a dog with me?
Can you phone a friend? I'm just kidding.
I don't think we can if we have to. It's like all we have is these solo cups and a long string. You know what I'm saying?
This styrofoam cup.
Just pulling on it.
It's like, oh,
It's just calling me. It's just calling me.
yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah, you gotta make sure you put the cup back in.
Hey, yo, can we pass the gravy?
Yeah, hold on, 30 minutes.
He's like, yo, I'm in 30.
So, yeah, if we're alone, no.
Hella thick by the time it gets to So I got a microwave? No, man, I got no electricity
Right.
in this mofo.
Now you guys have your wives. I'm a single man. So do I have like three lovely single ladies that want to kind of hang out?
Single ladies.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, and the hands up. Wait, no, I'm not trying to put a finger on it. I mean,
No.
then
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden become a series instead of me trying to live a year without technology. But I could live it because I did for a solid, I don't know, 5 years when I was young before I got a computer. And yeah, I believe I was like 8 years old. 8 years old when we got a computer. And
Dang.
yeah, no, dude, my mom was about it, dude.
I didn't get mine till like 11 or 12.
Oh, it wasn't mine.
really?
It wasn't mine. No, it was the family computer.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
what you're
mine
talking
either,
about?
yeah.
I got mine like around maybe 7 or 8. I remember when we got it, we were like, "Whoa, this thing is so
Yeah,
cool!"
yeah.
My friend was playing Mario on it, which to this day I don't understand how he was able to install Mario on his computer. I just
Yeah.
was never able to.
Dude,
Nowadays,
I almost got whooped because my dad was taking a nap and the computer came to the door. Okay, and I knew it was the computer because my mom said to watch out for it after school, and I'm like, Dad, like Dad, the computer's here. Like I'm just going nuts, and he's like, what, huh? And he gets real mad at me, and I'm like, because he thought I was in danger. You know what I mean? He thought I was in danger. And so when he found out it was just a computer, he got so mad. And I was like, oh, sorry. I was like, oh, sorry. I didn't get beat, but it was definitely on grounds too. For worrying my dad like that. He was like sleeping right there in the middle of the floor. I opened the door, door's all wide open. My dad's sleeping on the floor, looks up like
and this was in Hawaii.
This is in Hawaii, yeah. Dude,
That's funny.
Man.
That is funny.
But I realized that was probably one of the first deliveries made to the house.
Yo, I was just thinking about that. I was like, you got that delivered to your house?
yeah.
This is like
I
pre-Amazon
know.
by
Right? Like
Bro,
by
this
like
is,
5 or 6 years. And Amazon wasn't even doing that great at the time.
prior to
Yup.
eBay and stuff.
And you remember when AOL would give those CDs about AOL or the
Oh yeah, like the
yeah they
This-
would send it
this
to us and
trial.
we're just like, look at all this free minutes. Free minutes. They always gave like 1,052 minutes, bro. It was perfect.
What a random number.
Yeah.
I know 1052.
It's a specific number.
That's funny.
But anyway, so yeah.
Okay, I guess it could bring somebody is.
I can bring somebody.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
I bring?
yeah.
yeah.
Can I bring 3 single ladies?
Hey, I mean,
somebody, not
Single
some
ladies, ladies?
people.
Yeah.
Oh, someone. One person.
Yeah.
So I gotta
I
bring.
mean, because
I want to bring Jung Yun from Twice. That's gonna be so tough because we have such a large language barrier.
It's okay.
But
Well,
we're
you
gonna
got a whole
learn.
year to learn.
I'm gonna learn
Yeah, that's
so
true.
much.
You got a whole year.
Yep. We're gonna have to like use. We have paper and pencil.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You know how to make paper? Pencil's
Um,
easy. You get some wood, like burn it, get the charcoal, and then you got something to write with.
I don't know how to make paper, so we might have to.
I think
draw
we just
in the
made
dirt.
it like hard on ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like for free. We just made it like
Right.
all of a sudden nomad age.
No. Well, because we don't have to worry about expenses. Does that mean we don't have to worry like buy food
Yeah, no, that.
or sustenance?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
let's
cool.
no, it's not
well,
that
let's
you
just say
can't.
that- yeah,
it's
that-
not like you become like
Okay, you-
unable to have food. It's just you have. It's all expenses paid.
See,
All
I
expenses
knew
paid.
I knew before even having this conversation it was going to be a difficult one because I was just like, well, there's certain things going on within this
All
year.
right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put it this way: you are Elon Musk rich. Okay. Go on. Where are you going? He went to space, by the way.
Okay, so Elon Musk rich, but I can't use technology.
Bro, no. I mean,
That was just
well,
an
actually,
example,
no.
I guess.
That's just an example.
That was
Yeah.
just an example.
Okay.
Because you can
So
live
if I'm
anywhere.
rich, if I'm that rich,
Because he was just asking, would you go
that was a
off
rhetorical
grid?
question, you know.
Yeah, he was asking if
'Cause-
you would go off grid. Which, by the way,
I would.
I would.
I
not.
would too.
I would.
I
not.
would.
I can't.
Because like
That's just blasphemous.
because it's actually proven like if you were to go like off grid for like even 90 to like 180 days, you're growing yourself even more, and
I'm sorry. I heard you say something else. I thought you said, and you're growing. I'm like, what?
obviously we're
Not
You're
growing.
growing.
You're growing. I was like, what? You're growing yourself? What?
What about a groin?
all right.
I heard growing. Don't worry
Grow-
about
okay,
it.
my-
I heard growing.
It took me.
You're sick.
No, oh, I
You're
get it.
sick.
Yeah, he is right. Self-developing herself.
Well, you're out there for a year by yourself. I mean,
Well, no, I can bring somebody now.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Whoa,
yeah.
guys.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
No, but go on.
Yeah.
You're growing. You're growing on yourself.
Self-developing ourselves.
Now I can hear it without hearing growing.
Oh, we're all dying.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
we're-
All right. Serious.
So, self-developing ourselves, not growing.
So self-growth.
Yeah,
Growth.
I can see that.
So
yeah,
there you
that's-
go, self-growth.
Yeah.
So you can develop
Mm-hmm.
whoever. What language does she speak?
She
Korean.
speaks Korean.
Korean. There you go.
That is definitely something that I would do if I went off grid. I would learn her language. I would learn how to make all of her favorite foods. And she will have my babies. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, it's a plan.
It's a plan. Yeah. You know.
a good
what I mean?
one.
And then
Talking
I'm
about
gonna learn.
growings here.
I'm gonna learn how to hunt.
I mean, you have a year.
You know. I'm gonna learn. I mean, I kind of know how to hunt, sort of, but I
I mean, the concept of hunting is easy. The practice of hunting is a
Yeah.
whole
it's
different.
different. Yeah.
Well, good
for
thing it's
sure.
free, all expenses paid. And you
Right,
can just
right,
get yourself a
right.
tutor or a trainer.
You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta learn how to. I gotta learn how to gut. All these the animals,
Skin them.
skin them.
Sorry for all the
you know,
vegans and vegetarians.
Yeah,
out
sorry.
there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
because you can't watch YouTube on that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah.
You want to know a great show to watch? Meat Eater on Netflix. Meat Eater, such a great show. Like he hunts,
Oh,
but he's so man, it's such a good. Watch it. Just watch it. Meat
give it a watch.
Eater.
Meat eater. Okay.
Meat eater.
Okay. But I mean, she's just one of the persons I can bring. Obviously, I'm not gonna bring her against her will, so she's gonna have to want
No,
to.
obviously.
You know what I mean?
Obviously.
Consensual. Everything's
Yeah,
gotta be.
All
Yeah.
expenses been paid for. Too,
Right,
so,
right. Oh, yeah. It's not just free.
Her
Also, you can be with
plane
me.
ticket.
She's like, who are you? Oh, that's a good question.
I'm the love of your life. You just didn't know it yet.
her Uber to you got paid for.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah.
I would.
If I was you would go off
I
the
would.
grid.
Before I got married, I always had I guess a fantasy. I don't know if it's a fantasy or just a dream. Not. We're not going twisted, bro.
Okay.
Just, like it was just like one of those things where I was like, man, I would definitely live on the outskirts of a small town, right in the forest, and only have a German Shepherd as my companion.
So call it.
And we would go hunting, and he would go and like I'll go and shoot a rabbit, and I'll whistle, and then my German Shepherd would go get it, and like
and bring it
that
back.
was like a thing for me. I was like, I would totally do that, except for the hunting part, because I would feel really bad about hunting. I mean,
Gotcha.
That's
I
not a
love
hard.
meat.
That's not a tough fantasy. Like that sounds like something you can actually do.
no,
today.
for real. I mean, no, because T would not want to go live out there.
Oh, I
This was
thought.
before I was married.
Oh, I see.
When
I see.
when I was a single bachelor.
Before he was Tarzan.
And then I would come down into the town. Everybody would know me, and they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Leo? How's it going out up there?" And it's like, "Oh, the huntings are a little short this year. It's gonna be a hard winter or something."
Yeah.
Some weird stuff like that.
So,
So before he got married, he wanted to be Tarzan, basically.
yeah, you want to be Tarzan with a castle.
But on purpose, not an accident,
Well,
because
actually, more like Dexter. Have you seen the new season of Dexter? Except for the murdering part, obviously.
No, I don't watch Dexter.
I've never really watched Dexter except for the newest season, and where he lives isolated from everybody, but in a small town. He lives up in the forest and whatnot because he's trying not to murder people.
That makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
that's another thing I gotta watch out for.
Well, I wouldn't be murdering people. Oh,
No,
watch out for murderers. Oh
yeah.
yeah. No, also then I started listening to scary podcasts and whatnot, and then I was like, can I live out there in the forest by myself, knowing that there's creepy stuff out there? What if like a shapeshifter comes in, tries
What the
to
heck?
A shapeshifter.
No.
You're
You're
gonna-
actually that's crazy because so I think it was a couple weekends ago we went camping for Labor Day weekend.
Scary
And
stories mess it up, man.
huh?
Scary stories mess up.
No, it didn't. A little bit. Just a little bit. So we were sitting around the campfire, and then it was Paulina, Haley, and then Paulina's cousin and her husband. We were just sitting around. We turned off all the lanterns. It was just pitch black, dark, right? And I don't know how the conversation got started into like scary podcasts and stuff, but Haley started. I was just sitting there, and she said shapeshifters. I'm like, shape what? So she's like, yeah, shapeshifters and da-da-da-da and national parks, abductions, like. And then all of a sudden we hear a noise. And then I brought my flashlight out. I look behind me, and the plane's like, I'll look over your shoulder, you look over mine. I'm like, okay. We're like this. So this whole time we're like looking over everybody's shoulders. But yeah, that's what reminded me about that. It was pretty funny.
Definitely, I can see that. I was me and my brother last year we went camping for a whole week, and I was listening to a podcast, and that entire night, I swear, it was about like cultists, like satanic cultists, whatever.
Yes.
And they were like doing stuff in the forest, and so me and my brother are camping out there, and I'm just like laying there trying to go to sleep, and the only thought going through my mind is like, we're surrounded by a bunch of satanic cultists trying to sacrifice us to the devil. And I'm like, we're all gonna die. And I'm like, I should look out the window, but I really don't want to see anything out there. I was freaking out for the longest time.
Oh my god.
All right, listen.
This is why
That's
you don't
funny.
listen. This is why you don't listen to scary podcasts
Yeah.
while you're in the forest.
I have listened to those. I was never really afraid of the places that these locations are at. I just felt that should I ever meet humans that that supported that kind of cult stuff, they better be very strong. Otherwise, I will be dropping some people. Okay? You know what I mean?
This will bring the
100%.
fire.
I was just like, that's the only thing. Like, as long as it's human, yeah, be strong. If you're gonna take me, be very strong. But other than that, I was like, I when I do listen about scary things like big mansions and stuff like that, I never think of the scary stuff. You want to know what I think about? The maintenance. Have you ever
consider
tried
the
maintenance?
maintenance.
Mm-hmm. Maintenance.
Yeah.
Have you
That's
thought
still-
about cleaning a mansion up,
That
bro?
is scary.
But you know what though? You know what?
That's tiring too.
I made that same comment one time to my dad. Like, man, but if you had a mansion, you'd have to clean it. And my dad just looked at me. He's like, if you had a mansion, that means you're rich. That means you can pay for somebody to clean it for
Very
you. And
true.
I'm like,
That is very true. That is
You
very
got a
true.
point.
Yes. Yes.
True. Unless the mansion was haunted and he's got it for dirt cheap.
that's true. Yeah, no, that.
Ooh.
But then again, I wouldn't buy a mansion for dirt cheap. I'd be like, there's something wrong with this place.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
I'd
That's
buy it. I'd
sketchy
buy it and
all
try
over
to
it.
like contact him. Like, all right, guys, here's the deal. Okay,
Have people come
we
by.
gotta figure
Yeah.
this thing out. Okay, because I'm trying to make money here. Okay?
You scared them. Well, I'll be happy. I
How
get
about
paid.
How about you scare them like okay, so we're gonna get a year lease. Okay, after the year's up, you guys can start scaring them, huh? I'll figure out what they like. You know what I mean? I'll give them some sacrifice, so some lambs, real lambs.
But they
From
gotta
the
wait
store.
a year though.
Yeah, I gotta give them a lease. Yeah.
Why not do a short-term lease, Airbnb that? You know.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Or Airbnb it as a haunted mansion.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be an attraction and a place
Yeah.
to stay at the
Yeah,
same
I
time.
mean, you know you'd get people.
Yeah.
who would
Because
want
I ain't
to-
There's
afraid of
your
no
maintenance
ghosts.
right there.
Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying?
There's your maintenance right there. All that money would be funded to your
Exactly.
maintenance.
I'll ask a ghost. I was like, can your body pick up like dust and stuff? Like, can you just
you
kind of
just-
just make a just go right across the whole house? Can you get bigger? I mean, but anyway, so let's.
So off the grid, me
Off
and
the
Leo,
grid, yeah.
and Iz doesn't want to be off the grid.
Unless,
No way.
unless he's got
Who's it again?
Jung-Yun,
Okay.
Yu Jung-Yun, Yu Jung-Yun,
I can't.
You
I
Jung-Yun.
can't remember.
Yu Jung-Yun. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But that's me if I wanted to go off the grid.
yeah.
But that's not the conversation we're having. It's where would you go, all expenses paid and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
But it doesn't have to be nonfiction or fiction. You know, it's whatever, right?
Yeah. Whatever.
So
You'd be Asgard.
there's
if
an
you want
anime
to.
called Wiseman's Grandson, and it's a reincarnation anime or isekai, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I would love to go to his world because a lot of his logic is very similar to ours because he came from our world technically, and he's in this other world where magic basically works similar to chemistry and all that good stuff. Now, I'm not saying I'm good at chemistry. However, I know how certain things work. So if I can apply what I know works in this world, in that one, I'll be pretty strong and I'll be pretty rich. But if I'm already rich, I'm just gonna go look for Shin, the guy of the Wiseman or whatever. I'll look for him, and I will fund everything that he makes.
Dang.
If you guys ever watch that show, it's one of my favorite isekai shows ever.
I think I've
It's
seen
called The
it.
Wise Man's
I want
Grandson.
to say I've seen that one.
And he makes like jet boosts, and he also made toilets. He made toilets in
Okay, I
this
haven't
world.
seen it then.
Toilets?
And
I think I-
toilets.
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 Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He made
Yo,
toilets.
I mean, think about it. When all you got is a hole in the ground, a toilet
Yeah.
is just like
You know how much
Yeah.
hygienial things?
hygieno, I think.
You know how much I would make so much money if I
Oh, yeah.
did that. Because in the time frame, it's during kingdoms and stuff like that and such.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe it's like what 1600, maybe 1300s, 1400s, around that time. So like toilets don't exist. I'm pretty sure sinks don't exist.
Hygiene in general doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah. So if I were to, oh my
Like
gosh.
personal care did.
So that is the world I'd go to. I'd go to Shin, and I'd be like, I know who you are, dude. You're from my world. I'm here because we were talking about it on a podcast. You know, and he's like, okay, I know what those are. I was like,
yeah.
I know you do.
I know.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure things out because you're very smart,
And I got a lot of money.
and I got a lot of money.
So let's make things
all
happen.
expenses paid for.
If I would go to a non-real place, like not a place of this earth,
Place of fiction.
a place of fiction, and just because I just finished reading them and I loved the series, it was so great, is Narnia.
How did I know you're gonna say that?
How did you know I was gonna? I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
You knew I was gonna say Narnia?
I knew you were gonna say Narnia for
That's
some reason.
creepy.
The first thing that came to my mind was like, okay, it's me a closet, the wardrobe, the Narnia.
That's so weird. That is super weird. But yeah, I would go to Narnia.
Why,
there's a
why
book.
Narnia?
Narnia,
It's a
just-
book, you know, like
Well, it's
Oh,
got
that's-
magic.
that's great.
Then you got talking animals.
Do you have magic? Because so far, all you have is money.
No, there's
I do.
there's magic in the
just read
world.
his
I meant
mind.
like there's magic in the world.
Oh, so it exists.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it exists.
Okay.
Talking animals. You got
That's- oh, man, that's so much
Aslan,
better.
who I mean would be pretty dope to me. And it just like it seemed like a cool place to just be. Like from the books, even though they went through hard times themselves, it just seemed like a cool place. I was like, you know what? I live there. You know, other
Yeah.
than the White Witch.
And
know,
then go back out the same age you went in
right.
when you're old in
Yeah,
that
no.
one, and then just go back inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. you never will grow old. You continuously can revert back to your age and then go back and just
Yeah.
keep doing it over
Technically,
and
you
over.
live there for like 10. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And
With
Narnia will only progress, right?
Yeah.
It'll only progress. So when that's oh my gosh.
Yeah. There you go.
That is high five right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
His world, yeah.
His world is great. I didn't even think about that. Because if it's Narnia, there's only one way to get there, and it's through a
The
wardrobe.
wardrobe, yeah.
Actually, there's multiple ways of getting in there.
Eh?
Yeah. And once you
Nani?
go, yeah, and once you go in,
No,
you can't
Narnia.
go back in the same way.
Narnia.
None, yeah. The wardrobe didn't work a second time.
How they get in the second time?
Like after? Well,
Yeah, for the second movie.
second movie they actually went through a painting.
No, what?
They went
Yeah.
through a painting.
Yeah, it was a
That's how
painting
they
of a
met the
boat.
Prince of Caspian.
Yeah, wait,
Caspian
no,
Prince?
sorry, I'm thinking of the third movie, the Trotter, something
The Globetrotter.
Yes, the
They
Globetrotter.
went through a basketball player. It's like, sir, please open your stomach to me.
In Harlem.
Actually, I think the second time they were on a train and they just teleported there. They just appeared there.
Somewhere in New
If I remember
York.
well. But yeah, Narnia would probably be the place I would go in a our real life setting.
That is awesome. That's a great. Well, I don't know how you would go back in if the wardrobe got destroyed the second time.
Well, I mean, I would just hope that Aslan would let me back in. Obviously.
Obviously.
And
well,
at the
Aslan
end-
let you get out.
well, that's also true.
Oh.
Well, you know, Aslan will keep you there until it's time for you to go back.
Well, what I would do is learn how magic works there, and then become the strongest magician there, to where Atlas or
Aslan?
Aslan, sorry, Aslan can't say anything to you, or you can shut him up.
No, you can't do that.
Shut him up.
You should read the book. You realize you can't do that.
Well, you realize that no one got that strong either.
Until Iz gets into that Narnia book.
You're right.
Unless I get into that argument,
You're right.
and I figure it out. You know what I'm
you
saying?
figure it out and let me know how it goes.
They're like, how do you do it? Well, I created a ton of lioness. And he had a harem. I took a picture of him and I blackmailed him all over Narnia. He is not the king. He is doing all these pervy things with these lioness. Down with his rule. And then I become the strongest mage. And I go in and out.
Genius.
I just finished a Korean drama and they did that to a very, very powerful
Lord.
conglomerate.
Oh.
Yeah. Or excuse me.
I don't know why I thought
a
you were
prosecutor that was once that does the hiding of like tax evasions and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
He was a prosecutor at one point, but he's a very he likes going to like hostess clubs, excuse me. And they took a picture of him and they blackmailed him.
Hostess?
And yeah, hostess. So in Korea and Japan, they have these clubs by hosts and hostesses, where hosts are female, kind of like escorts, but in their own club. And what they do is they make you buy a bunch of alcohol, and that's how the establishment makes money.
Gotcha.
But if you're making tons of money, you get all these girls to hang out with you, and you do some like karaoke, and you sing, and they do some other things that are adult-like, and that's not really good for a public official to be doing. There you go. So if I made a bunch of lionesses do that to Aslan, then he doesn't look as proper, right, to the other nine. He's like, wow, what is he doing, dude? You know what I mean? And he could be, and it's funny though, because it's just a picture. So people will automatically only think what they want to think.
Right. They tried to do that in the last book.
He is,
Yeah.
oh, they did.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Well, I mean, not the picture thing, but they try to like
Oh,
smear his name.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
He
thinking,
he just ended the world.
yeah. I was like, they did? I was like, they took a picture of it? I was like, that is
No, that's a
random.
picture.
Done.
I was like, that's it for him if they take a picture. But if they try to do it another way, then yeah.
Where would you go?
I think not in a book. It's actually going to be in a comic book. I think you guys all know. I was gonna say Marvel, but I love Batman so much that I just wanted to go to Gotham. Yeah. And
Would you become a Robin?
No, I'll be more than Robin, more than Batman actually. I'll be fighting not for Batman's mantle, but being better than Batman because I have all my expenses paid for.
Dang,
I
bro.
can just buy him out too. He'll be my Robin.
What is wrong with you people?
Well, if you're you're gonna buy Batman out, but you can't buy his skills though.
Oh,
That's true.
Ouch.
But I'll just buy him to teach me how to.
yeah,
that's
makes sense.
that's
Yeah,
way
yeah.
better. Yeah.
And then since he wants to clean out Gotham, I mean, I'll
Well-
have the same like
You have the
tendencies.
same goals.
What would
the
be
same
your name?
goals.
What would be your like
I have no clue. I don't know.
superhero name?
Be
I don't
Man
know.
Bat.
I think you're saying man bun.
Man, bud.
Man bun. Man. Man.
Man Bat.
Man, bet.
No, you gotta do it in a higher pitch,
Oh yeah.
but like an angry high pitch.
Nah, just do it in a Filipino accent.
I man bat. No. Oh jeez. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'll be called yet. I don't know.
That's
but
funny.
I think I mean, he has a whole bunch of Robins. I'll probably have a whole bunch of Batmans. You know. So. And then so it'll be like a food chain. You know. Batman would be under me, and then Robin would be under him, and I'll create the Justice League, I guess. You know, even though I'll fund most of it, or actually all of it, since
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne did it. So I guess I'll do it.
I don't know why you would spend anything. I mean, if Bruce is gonna do it, might as well just have him do it. You know what I mean?
True.
I'll just like. I mean, I know you're rich. You're super rich, but I mean, you can be frugal. You can be frugal.
You know how the rich stay rich? They don't spend their money.
When others are fearing or fearful, then you are greedy. If others are greedy, then you are fearful, or you are fearful. So Batman is fearful because I'm gonna be greedy. So.
In real life, I would want to go to Japan or Korea,
Same, that would be same for me.
or
Yeah.
I would love to go for a year. Right, for a year. Is it Saudi Arabia? The that one thing they're making, they're planning to make. It's like a town that's only like
The
11.
big tall, yeah, that's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I would
Oh, yeah.
live there for like a year. That would be pretty dope
Did you hear what Hank Green said about it? He said that it wouldn't be very smart.
to do that.
It wouldn't be very. Why?
You have to watch the video because what he says, I was like, really?
I would watch the video.
Yeah.
But the concept looks really awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool, but I think it's the more of the movement of resources would make it harder if it's in a tighter space like that. But then again, I don't know anything about the rest of the actual project. But yeah, Hank Green explains a little bit more of it on TikTok. But I would love to
Just
try that.
just to see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would live in
Yeah.
it. I would live in it for a solid year.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
would
like
too.
this is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's different from
Yeah.
a
Right.
normal town or a normal
Right.
city, right? So it'd be cool. But yeah, Japan and Korea, because I enjoy their culture a
I
lot.
would also like China too. I would like
Yeah.
to go to China.
I've been to China and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would live in China for a whole year. But I would definitely.
Do you have to stay there? Can you be like a vagabond and just kind of wander?
I mean, I
I
guess.
think you
I mean,
can.
you're rich, right?
You're okay. Everything is paid for. Doesn't mean you're. I guess.
Oh,
Okay,
because we have
yes,
to learn
yeah.
how to live. I mean, because we have to live out there.
Yeah, I think I would want to go to Spain though,
Spain,
or Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah,
Those are cool places. My mom's going to Spain.
Spain, Portugal,
Lucky
I wouldn't mind.
Rome.
I wouldn't mind going to like Brazil,
Brazil.
but I'm a little bit scared of Brazil, at least from some of the stories for like.
Like if you go
tourists.
to the slums.
Yeah, or anywhere that
We
that
just gotta
people
learn.
from the slums are rotate in the main cities. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, when like, I don't want to get too.
You
dark
just gotta
with it.
learn their jujitsu. That's
But-
all.
True. Then you,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you can defend yourself.
Their
That's
capoeira.
true.
Nah, but you gotta
I would
think.
love
You
capoeira.
gotta
That'd be
think
awesome.
that Brazil is a huge country. Like it's not all over Brazil that's corrupted. You know, there's only certain
Yeah.
areas. So you could always like it's same thing with Guatemala. Like people talk about Guatemala like it's like desolated or something. It's like it's not. It's got its good places. It just has areas that are not that great.
Yeah, everybody has it, but
Yeah.
like Brazil would be like a third,
Yeah.
Third-
yeah, or fourth, I
don't
guess.
know. Interesting enough. I wouldn't mind going to those places
Singapore.
just to go.
Singapore.
Oh, Singapore would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
No,
finish your
I
thought.
wouldn't mind going to those places to visit for like a week or 2 weeks or something, or a month. Like my brother went to Peru for 2 or 3 months, right? That'd be cool. But to live there for a year or longer, whatever, it doesn't interest me as much.
Yeah.
I think like I said, Japan or Korea would be places I would definitely like. Oh, because I keep telling T, it's like, you want to move to Japan, you want to move to Korea, and she just like looks at me like, what would we do there? I would.
Why,
what
Leo?
job?
Why,
would we get?
Leo?
Like, T, we just find a job. Don't worry about that part.
Yeah.
Actually, before you even go there, you'd have to have a job, huh?
We can teach English. Apparently, that's what everybody does.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Education, you know.
What about teaching Spanish?
I'm not. I don't write and read it that well. So
The book will do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding.
you know what? They wouldn't know any different.
Well, actually, technically, I don't think. Well, you would have to teach Spanish in English. You can't teach Spanish in Korean, so I don't think that'll work.
Why?
Well, because you're speaking English in a Korean class to learn Spanish.
No, I could speak Spanish. I would just speak
Is
to
that
them.
how would? Yeah, but that's
You
how.
would have
is
to
that
learn
how-
Korean.
You would have to learn Korean
Yeah.
to teach Spanish.
Yeah.
To Koreans,
Yeah.
but you don't speak Korean, do you?
No, but I would have to learn.
it.
I would have to learn Korean to teach them English just to say.
Yeah, but
Dang, that's
I don't
gonna be
think
hard.
it'll be harder because
Yeah.
you would have to only speak to them in Spanish in that case.
Which I can.
Which is Spanish
Ah,
your? Is
that's a good.
Spanish
You know what?
your?
You know what?
It's the same concept.
Yeah.
It is the same concept. Holy smokes!
Is Spanish your
I'm-
first language?
Spanish.
Is that your first
they're
language?
both. I learned both of them at the same time because I lived in Canada since I was one.
Oh,
so
that's true.
You speak French too?
I used to speak French pretty
What kind
good.
of
but not
Canadian
anymore.
are you? I was kidding.
I know, right?
Dang, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
I kid. I
But
joke.
that's interesting though. That idea of teaching either Spanish or English, yeah, definitely goes great for you.
I can teach both.
Yeah.
you could teach both. Yeah,
I think
do
I would
cram
go
schools.
to. I would go to Italy.
Italy?
Yeah,
Italy?
That's my final answer. I don't know, something about Italy. Like it has that city vibe, but then it's got the town vibe. A lot of
Depending
water
where
and
you go?
stuff. Yeah, depending on where you go. It's very romantic. That's like my vibe kind of thing. And I don't know, just something about it. I haven't been there yet. I plan on going there.
I have two cousins who live in Rome.
In Rome. Yeah.
And my mom is going there at the end of September. Lucky her.
Jealous.
I know, right? For
Yeah.
reals. But
So
yeah,
that's
no.
where, I think that's where I'd go.
Once again, Italy would be a place I would go to visit.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a place I would want to live. But you never know. I can go there and visit and go, you know what? I really love this place and
Yeah.
choose to want to stay there. You know, but at this moment, Italy and really Europe in general,
Yeah.
not a place I would be like that interests me enough to want to live.
Well, that's the thing. That's the reason why I would go there, is because it's very interesting for me.
Yeah.
That's why.
Maybe the UK.
Yeah.
I would probably live in the UK. That'd be dope.
What about you, Wiz?
no, Japan,
Alaska.
Korea,
Oh, Japan.
China. I lived there, so.
Yeah. Nebraska. Wisconsin.
No? Japan, Korea, China. I would live there because I would like to learn their history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Ah, nice.
Well, I guess that's going to wrap up this episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you're listening to us, don't forget to listen to us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Overcast, and Anchor FM. And don't forget to watch our videos on youtube.com, y'all. See you guys next time.
Later.
Late.